If there's anyone we can learn anything from in this episode, it's Luke, whose out-of-this-world sense of style and bravery are enough to convince everyone, including Kate, that she should say yes to him. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. In this one, I'm going to be talking to you guys about, you guessed it, the second episode of the first season of Everything Sucks. By now, we all know that Luke is crushing on Kate despite the fact that she's a lesbian who looks at him as no more than a friend, which I guess in his case is going to suck a lot when he finds out. So the title of the show is pretty self-explanatory for the overall mood of the show. Still, this world revolving around Tori Amos, Oasis, and one-of-a-kind people is one I'd love to live in because I'd have the best friends you could possibly ask for, Luke, Tyler, McQuaid, and Kate by my side through everything. I love how creative Luke is when it comes to making videos just like me, how innocent Tyler is even when he's talking about something like sex, how protective McQuaid is over the people he only wants the best for, and how trustworthy Kate is when you need to tell someone something that you want to stay between the both of you. Together, they're one of the most amazing groups of people at Boring High, and they don't need popularity to prove it. They like to do their own thing, which is why it's so mortifying for Kate when, in episode 2, Emmeline catches her staring at her in the locker room and forces her to grab her boobs, then makes a huge production out of it in front of everyone in the locker roroom, just like she did with Oliver when they were advertising Drama Club in the cafeteria the week before. It has to be the least boring part of the week at Boring High, with her name being the main topic of every conversation among every friend group and even her dad, who calls her into the principal's office under the assumption that no one who would ever think she's a lesbian would know anything more about her than her name. But little does he know, he couldn't be further from the truth. Obviously, Luke is in the same boat as him in this situation, going as far as to tell his mom how he feels about the sophomore he met in AV Club. Still, it's a heartwarming scene to watch between the two, who have a chance to reunite when the hard-working flight attendant gets a day off. Their relationship is honestly one of the best of the entire show so far, because even though we're just meeting Miss O'Neill now, she's clearly only had the job she does so she can continue being able to put a roof over her son's head. And, despite her struggles as a single mom, she always tries her best to be in the know of all the important details in his life by always picking up their conversations right where they left off since the last time that they saw each other. That day, Luke finds Kate sitting by herself on a stairwell listening to the same Oasis album he gave her to avoid hearing any more harsh words being spoken about her by her classmates, which gives him a brilliant idea, in his mind at least. He decides that he's going to film a music video featuring her favorite track on the album, Wonderwall, enlisting the help of Tyler and McQuaid to guarantee that she'll say yes to being his girlfriend. The amount of time and energy it takes to make it perfect leaves him feeling exhausted for sure, so when it's finally over with, he puts on one of the cassette tapes that his dad left behind. This one in particular brings him back to a time where he had two parents who were undeniably in love with each other and their 5-year-old son, bringing tears to his eyes, undoubtedly the saddest part of the show so far. But, being his naturally charming, confident self, he shows up to school the next day with a smile on his face and presents his work to the entire school, eliciting a number of cheers, giggles, and whispers from his audience, excluding Oliver and Emmeline, who choose to scowl at each other instead. They may be the loudest couple in school, but they're definitely not the happiest, and it shows when they're seen insulting each other's acting skills and stepping on each other's belongings in the hallways. If there's anyone we can learn anything from in this episode, it's Luke, whose out-of-this-world sense of style and bravery are enough to convince everyone, including Kate, that she should say yes to him. From what I can see though, she only does this because she doesn't know what else to do, with her being unsure if what a guy is what she really wants, yet afraid to admit it at the same time. Like I stated previously, I love how this simple title for a show didn't just appear out of thin air. It's actually a 2-word summary of these people's lives, and I'm not afraid to admit that I've seen the whole thing at least 2 times now. No, I wouldn't lie to a single one of you. I mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say that it is really that good. Now, it's time for me to put this video to an end, so I hope that you guys all enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!